Yes, I was in the middle of that. I mean, I look thrilled by the action here, but really, I've myself. Now, if you didn't already know, I went to the Belgrade Derby contested between Red Star Belgrade and Partizan Belgrade. The Eternal Derby, as it's called. I'm a very cultural man. Now, I was in Belgrade for a week with some friends. Yes, I have friends. This meant we had plenty of time to soak in the Belgrade nightlife and drink as much raki as possible. Now, before Derby Day, we went to the Red Star Stadium to see what it was like. And straight away, we saw a tank right outside the stadium. Yeah, that helped calm the nerves. Anyway, we then went into the club museum and our good old Chelsea friend Max was keen to point out what Arsenal hadn't won. Also, shout out to the tour guide there. He's very friendly and very welcoming. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Then the next day, Derby Day rolled around. And if I wasn't already nervous, I was absolutely myself now. I found out that we'd accidentally or subconsciously, intentionally, you name it, booked ourselves in with the Red Star Ultras. At this point, I was hoping the Red Star officials would come out and say,
so we don't have the capacity.
As we were making our way slowly towards the ground, we started to see the policemen with the shields, the batons, you name it. It was terrifying. What made it worse was, we cleverly decided to walk past the Partizan Stadium on the way to the Red Star game where we were going with the Red Star Ultras. A star for effort. Anyway, we finally made it in, and this is what happened just before kickoff. Mad, crazy, the sky became red. Here's another picture to show you what we were in the middle of. Anyway, as the game kicked off, Red Star scored an early goal, and these were the scenes. Unbelievable, Jeff. What was even more impressive is there were props to use throughout the game. We had flags, we had pieces of plastic sheets, we had flares, there were flashbangs going off. It was mental. The Partizan away fans let off so much smoke in the second half they had to pause the game for 10 minutes. It was mental. The game ended up finishing 1-0 to Red Star in the end, and I have to say, it was the most mental atmosphere I've ever experienced in my life. I've said mental a lot, but literally there is no other way to describe it. I have to say nearly every fan we met was very welcoming and helped create an experience I'll never forget for the rest of my life. If you ever have the chance to go to the Eternal Derby, go.